Race 1 of the 2025 Tissot Aragon round looked like a bit of a scrappy start. Alex Lowe's has not got away well. Sam will be alongside him for third position going in towards turn 1. The two leaders touch there, Toprak Razgatlioglu and Nicolo Bulega, and that bumped Bulega down to third position. So Alex Lowe's has managed to survive a sluggish start quite well there. He occupies second position. Sam Lowe's in fourth, then it's Petrucci, and Bautista is holding firm in sixth position. Yannone pressuring him. Jonathan Ray losing out in the early stages. He's now behind Remy Gardner. Andrea Locatelli also dropping behind Gardner. So that's Ray down to ninth and Locatelli down into 10th as Nicolo Bulega immediately answers back now on Alex Lowe's. They come through turn 7. Lowe's trying to hang on around the outside line, and he has contact there with Nicolo Bulega, so combative opening lap from Bulega, and now Sam Lowe's slots through on the inside of Alex Lowe's and up into the podium place. Yeah,
and Lowe's wasn't willing to cede that position just because you're up against a championship rival, and he'll feel that maybe that you've got it where you're getting edged slightly out onto that curve, but Bulega comes through into second.
We've seen in Supersport, it is a place where contact can be made. We saw it there. Alex Lowe's looking over his shoulder, but Lowe's is finding himself in the wrong place at the wrong time here as he comes under siege from the Ducatis. That's Danilo Petrucci from a distance back through into fourth position, and Bautista now will be able to attack for fifth place as well.
Lowe's just doesn't have that top speed to be able to defend against the Ducati, so he's having to make his moves in other areas.
He's a little bit out of position there through turn 14. That's going to give Bautista now the run onto the back straight, and let's see what that Ducati can do over 968 metres. In the hands of Nicolo Bulega attacking Toprak Razgatlioglu, in the hands of Alvaro Bautista attacking Alex Lowe's. Toprak tries to turn in, but Bulega is already alongside, and Nicolo Bulega is through to lead at the end of the opening lap from third to first. A punchy opening lap here at Motorland Aragon from Nicolo Bulega.
There and Razgatlioglu into turn 1.
Sam Lowe's could make things a bit tougher for Toprak Razgatlioglu as he attacks him. Andrea Yannone challenging Alex Lowe's, who has dropped behind Alvaro Bautista. So Bautista making some good progress. He's now up into fifth place. Alex Lowe's beginning to drop back.
Yeah, Bautista saying as well, he's not here to help his teammate. He wants to get his results for himself. Let's see what happens on the opening run up towards turn 5 and turn 7 for Razgatlioglu if he's able to get close enough to attack Bulega into 7.
As Alex Lowe's tries to get alongside Alvaro Bautista. Turn 5, Bautista holds on, and now Lowe's will be vulnerable to Andrea Yannone, to Jonathan Ray, pushing Yannone out of the way and through for 7th position. Ray running top Yamaha at the moment. Andrea Locatelli trying to follow him through. Remy Gardner as well. Yannone out onto the curbs there. Did Jonathan Ray manage to consolidate that position? He certainly did. And Andrea Locatelli's got through as well. So that's Ray now up into 7th. Locatelli up into 8th. Meanwhile, Toprak Razgatlioglu is your new race leader on lap number 2.
Yeah, Toprak comes through, and you'd imagine he made that move down into the corkscrew. But for Bulega, this is where he was a lap ago. We saw how strong he was down that down the back straight as well last time around. It was the exit of turn 7 there that sets up the move for Toprak, and that's where we saw Bulega have that contact with Lowe's a lap ago, so maybe he's just a little bit vulnerable through there at this stage of the race.
Bulega is alongside Razgatlioglu, heaviest braking zone on the circuit, but even so, Toprak can't hold on, has to go around the outside. It'll give him the inside now for turn 2, and that's great riding from Razgatlioglu.
That's brave riding from Toprak at that stage, but he's struggling through 16 and 17, those long left-handers at the end of the lap. That's 2 laps in a row where he's been vulnerable to the Ducatis, but this is a circuit where there's so many things happen around the lap, around Aragon, that you can't be strong everywhere. You've got to pick your poison.
This is great, though, for Sam Lowe's. Obviously had 2 podiums on Sunday at Balaton Park, had the podium in the Superpole race at Donington Park, and the potential has been there for much more. A few spills in Manicourt last time out and only 7 points, but this is where we want to see him up at the sharp end and hassling and harrying Nicolo Bulega, the lead Ducati rider in race 1 this afternoon.
Well, these are also important races for Lowe's because he knows that next year when Razgatlioglu goes, the favourite for Ducati, the favourite for the championship has to be Bulega. So you have to go with them and show that you're in a position next year to be able to bring that bit of a fight.
You have to wake up very, very early in the morning to be able to beat Toprak Razgatlioglu on the heaviest braking zone of the circuit here in Motorland Aragon.
Yeah, you could be born at night, but it wasn't last night for Toprak, and he's able to defend that position. And on this lap, this is the biggest gap we've had down the back straight, but Bulega is still very much in tow.
Bulega will pull it back. Sam Lowe's, you can see, drops off a little bit in that final sector, and that's what his main concern was. Feels that the factory Ducati has got a little bit of an edge over his Mark VDS Ducati, but he's straight back with them again onto the start-finish straight. Beginning of lap number 5, Razgat Lioglu this time sees Nicolo Bulega all the way alongside him. Sam Lowe's buzzing on their tail as well. Bulega through to lead on lap 5. Toprak goes round the outside this time. That's a little bit too far to go on turn 2, and Nicolo Bulega has track position once again. Nicolo Bulega comes in this weekend really needing a victory. Toprak dives down the inside at turn 15. He's learnt that move from Alvaro Bautista last season, who made it on a couple of occasions, but he needs to make that move because Bulega's got such superior pace through this final sector. He will breeze alongside in towards turn 16. Toprak just about able to hold on. Can he get it stopped in time? And then what about the run towards turn 1? Door is open from Razgat Lioglu. Bulega is already through on the exit of turn 17, and there's a chance for Sam Lowe's as well to get alongside Toprak Razgat Lioglu. Back into turn 1 at the start of lap 6. And this really is the best racing we've seen since before the summer. It is Toprak time, but Nicolo Bulega's got so much speed through the final sector of lap 6 that he's alongside again at the start of lap 7, and Nicolo Bulega drills his move through into turn 1. Razgat Lioglu can't ride through him. He's got to go to the outside again on turn 2 and carry his momentum through around the rest of the lap, and it's Nicolo Bulega leading again on lap 7.
Yeah, and Alex Lowe's at the back of this group, the new fastest lap. The top 6 getting closer and closer to each other. Lowe's was a half a second faster than the race leader. 1.8
seconds now between the top 6 riders. Lowe's has got to press home his advantage there from 6th, but all the while he's got Alvaro Bautista right in front of him. The two can't cost one another time here.
It's always interesting whenever we've got the harder tyre allocation as well, because a lot of the times it does mean that everyone's got the rubber to be able to last all the way through the race. Everyone's opting for the same tyre, and it means that you're able to really just get down into a battle.
Yeah, Bautista would probably prefer that everyone's on an X tyre and that they run out of tyre in the final third, because that's when Bautista comes on strong. Said to me yesterday he'd run over a race distance, more than 20 laps on one set of tyres, and still felt good at the end of the stint yesterday.
But for Alvaro, he's still setting his personal best lap of the race now when a lot of other riders aren't, so the race still can come back to Alvaro Bautista on the number 19 machine.
Fuel drops, weight drops, Alvaro Bautista comes into his own the more the races go on. He sits in 5th position, but at the moment it's a head-to-head between Nicolo Bulega and Toprak Razgat Lioglu, and they are not only head-to-head, they are nose-to-tail, and Razgat Lioglu moves Nicolo Bulega out of the way into turn 15 yet again. He'd already done it earlier on in the race. He's done it for a second time now on Bulega. Bulega will try to respond. Just over 900 metres in the run towards the final 2 turns on lap number 7, and Razgat Lioglu still holds the lead.
This is what Sam Lowe's needs as well, because he's lost a little bit of contact on this lap, but if Toprak's at the front through 16 and 17, it does bring the number 14 Mark VDS bike back to the race leaders.
Nicolo Bulega's coming back to Razgat Lioglu, start of lap 8. So many times we see Toprak strong enough on the brakes to make passes in that kind of hotspot himself. But today it's where he's most vulnerable to Nicolo Bulega because of Bulega's pace off the final turn.
And it's that track position as they come out of the left-hander at the end of the lap. Bulega has so much more speed, but he's also on that inside line, and then it's up to him to take that high ground in towards turn 1. But the interesting thing is there's only been 1 or 2 times where Bulega's had enough pace to actually out-drag Toprak to the line as well, but you don't want to get down into a battle to the line.
We do. We want them to get into a battle to the line. Razgat Lioglu charges now for the inside on Nicolo Bulega. That turn 7. Bulega is a little bit vulnerable there. 3rd time in this race that he's been mugged and lost a position through that one.
Yeah, and you can see how much time it cost them, though. Lowe's able to pull right back up to them as well. Petrucci's closing in, Bautista's closing in, and Alex Lowe's at the back of the shot as well on the white Bermuda. He's closing in as well.